Most people think a less stressful life requires big changes, a better job, a bigger house, more free time. But in Japan, many people reduce stress in a completely different way. Not with dramatic life hacks, but with tiny habits that take less than a minute. Habits like preparing tomorrow before going to bed, keeping a separate pair of slippers just for the bathroom, or wiping the sink dry every time they use it. On their own, these habits seem almost too small to matter. But repeated every single day, they prevent forgotten items, messy homes, wasted time, and dozens of tiny frustrations before they even happen. Japan doesn't just solve everyday problems. It builds daily habits that stop many of them from happening in the first place. Today, let's explore 12 Japanese tiny habits that can make your home calmer, your mornings smoother, and your everyday life a whole lot easier. 1. Prepare tomorrow before today ends. One habit you'll notice in many Japanese homes is that tomorrow begins the night before. Instead of rushing around every morning, people spend just a few minutes preparing for the next day. They lay out tomorrow's clothes, pack their work or school bag, prepare important documents, and place their keys, wallet, and other everyday essentials near the entrance. Some even prepare breakfast ingredients ahead of time. It only takes 5 or 10 minutes, but it removes dozens of small decisions from the busiest part of the day. Instead of waking up and immediately feeling behind, they wake up knowing everything is already waiting for them. A calm morning doesn't happen by accident. It starts the night before. 2. Put everything back immediately. Japanese homes often feel surprisingly organized, not because people spend hours cleaning every day, but because everything has a designated place. After using something, they simply return it. The scissors, the remote control, the tape, the phone charger, kitchen tools. It quickly becomes automatic. Nothing gets left on the table. Nothing disappears into random drawers. Over time, this tiny habit prevents clutter from slowly taking over the home, and it almost eliminates those frustrating moments of asking, "Where did I put that?" Putting something back only takes a few seconds. Looking for it later can easily take several minutes. 3. Always carry a folding umbrella. Weather forecasts aren't always accurate. That's why many people in Japan don't rely on them completely. Instead, they keep a compact folding umbrella in their bag almost every day. It's small, it's lightweight, and after a while, they barely notice it's there. But when unexpected rain begins, they're already prepared. No waiting under a roof, no buying an overpriced umbrella from a convenience store, no changing plans because of the weather. It's a tiny habit based on a simple idea. Preparing for small surprises is often easier than reacting to them. Sometimes, peace of mind fits inside your backpack. 4. Organize by category, not by convenience. One reason Japanese homes feel so peaceful is because they're carefully organized. Instead of putting things wherever there's empty space, similar items stay together. Cooking tools stay together. Cleaning supplies stay together. Office supplies stay together. Everything belongs to a category. That simple system makes it obvious where to find something, and just as obvious where to return it. The result isn't just a cleaner home, it's fewer decisions, less searching, and far less visual clutter competing for your attention. An organized home doesn't just save space, it saves mental energy. 5. Wear indoor slippers and separate bathroom slippers. One habit that surprises many visitors to Japan begins the moment they step inside a home. Outdoor shoes come off at the entrance. But it doesn't stop there. Many Japanese homes also have a separate pair of slippers used only inside the bathroom. Those slippers never leave the bathroom, and the regular indoor slippers never enter it. The bathroom is treated as its own hygienic zone. This simple habit helps prevent dirt and bacteria from spreading throughout the home. It also keeps floors cleaner with very little effort. At first, changing slippers may seem unnecessary, but after a few days, it becomes completely natural. Sometimes, a cleaner home isn't created by cleaning more. It's created by keeping different spaces separate from the very beginning. 6. Refill before it runs out. Many people replace things only after they're completely gone. In Japan, it's often the opposite. Everyday essentials are replaced while there's still a little left. A new roll of toilet paper appears before the last one disappears. Hand soap is refilled before the bottle is empty. Tissues, trash bags, and cleaning supplies are topped up before anyone has to think about them. It may seem like a tiny detail, but it removes dozens of frustrating moments throughout the year. No discovering there's no toilet paper when you need it most. No realizing the soap is empty with wet hands. No last-minute trip to the convenience store because you forgot to restock. It's a simple habit built around one idea. Never let small inconveniences become stressful interruptions. 7. Wash dishes right after eating. After dinner, it's tempting to tell yourself, "I'll do it later." But later often turns into tomorrow. And tomorrow, the dishes feel like an even bigger job. That's why many Japanese households clean up immediately after eating. Food hasn't dried onto the plates, grease comes off much more easily. The entire kitchen can often be reset in just a few minutes. More importantly, the mess never has a chance to grow. Instead of ending the day by staring at a sink full of dirty dishes, they end it with a clean kitchen that's ready for the next meal. A few minutes of effort today can save much more time tomorrow. 8. Keep an emergency kit ready. Japan is one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the world. Typhoons, heavy rain, and power outages can also happen with very little warning. That's why many Japanese families prepare long before anything goes wrong. A small emergency kit is kept somewhere easy to reach. Inside, you might find a flashlight, extra batteries, basic medicine, a portable charger, bottled water, and copies of important documents. Hopefully, it never needs to be used, but simply knowing it's there brings peace of mind. Because when an emergency happens, the last thing you want is to panic while searching for supplies. Preparation doesn't eliminate uncertainty. It makes uncertainty much easier to handle. 9. Leave a little earlier than necessary. In Japan, being on time is more than good manners. It's a way of showing respect for other people's time. That's why many people simply leave home 5 or 10 minutes earlier than they need to. That small time buffer changes everything. If traffic is heavier than expected, if the train is delayed, or if something unexpected happens, there's still enough time to adjust without feeling anxious. Instead of rushing through the station, checking the time every few seconds, or apologizing for arriving late, the day begins at a much calmer pace. Sometimes, the easiest way to reduce stress is simply giving yourself a little more time than you think you need. 10. Dry wet surfaces after using them. One habit you'll often find in Japanese homes is that wet surfaces rarely stay wet for long. After using the sink, the bathroom counter, or even the shower area, many people quickly wipe away the remaining water. It only takes a few seconds, but it prevents water spots, soap scum, and mold from slowly building up. The bathroom stays cleaner, the sink keeps its shine, and deep cleaning becomes much less frequent. Rather than waiting until dirt becomes visible, they stop it from appearing in the first place. Sometimes, the easiest way to keep a home clean is not cleaning harder. It's leaving less mess behind each time you use it. 11. Keep everyday essentials near the entrance. In many Japanese homes, the entrance isn't just where you take off your shoes. It's where tomorrow begins. Near the genkan, you'll often find a small tray, a few hooks, or a simple organizer. That's where everyday essentials live. Your keys, your wallet, your work ID, your folding umbrella, even a reusable shopping bag. Everything has one permanent home, so when it's time to leave, nothing needs to be searched for. No running back into the house. No checking every room for your keys. No stressful last-minute panic before work. It may seem like a tiny system, but it can save you from hundreds of rushed mornings over the years. A smoother day often starts at the front door. 12. Reset your home every night. One of the most peaceful habits in Japan happens just before bedtime. Instead of leaving today's mess for tomorrow, many families spend just 5 or 10 minutes resetting their home. The dishes are clean. The countertops are clear. The living room is tidy. Things are returned to where they belong. It's not about making the house look perfect. It's about making tomorrow easier. When you wake up, your home already feels calm. The kitchen is ready for breakfast. The table is ready for work or study. Nothing reminds you of unfinished chores from yesterday. That simple nightly reset creates something that's hard to describe, a feeling that you're starting the day with a clean slate. Sometimes, the greatest gift you can give your future self is a home that's already prepared for tomorrow. These habits aren't about being perfect, and they're certainly not about working harder. They're about removing tiny moments of stress before they have a chance to grow. One forgotten key, one empty soap bottle, one wet bathroom counter. By themselves, they don't seem important, but over weeks, months, and years, those small frustrations quietly shape how we feel every day. The Japanese approach reminds us that a calmer life isn't built through dramatic changes. It's built through small habits repeated consistently. So, which of these Japanese tiny habits would you like to start using first? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to Japan Genius, and turn on notifications for more smart ideas inspired by everyday life in Japan. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.